This is the video to prepare you for the Deja Vu Government Terms Quiz and Assessment. I'm going to start with the quiz preparation. If you go to Video Task Descriptions, you're going to see Deja Vu Government Quiz Assessment. Quizlet Review. If you click on Quizlet Review, it will go to Deja Vu Clues, Quotes, and Images. And if you want to go to, I suppose, Scatter is fine. And what you're going to see here is what you're going to have to do. You see the Pop-Tart lady here guarantees women the right to vote. That goes with the 19th Amendment. It doesn't matter which form you use. These things with the images are the questions. The terms are the answers. This is a multiple choice quiz. You know what the 10 questions are. You know what the 10 possible answers are. If you prepare for this, you will do very well. If you are in classes 6, 7, or 9, your quiz is on Thursday. If you're in classes 10 or 11, your quiz will be on Friday because of maps testing. So I started with that. That's the Quizlet Review. That's the easy part. The much more challenging part that you'll also take the same time as the quiz, Thursday or Friday, is the Deja Vu Government Terms Assessment. If you click on this, it will show you the exact questions. You will get either Form A, Form B, or Form C. You don't know which one you'll get, but these will be your questions. And so if you get Form A, it will say, tell me as much as you can about the legislative branch. So maybe you want to tell me about the clues, about making laws and the things that are in there. Maybe the quote. Maybe you want to tell me about the image, the things that they can do, examples of them in action, relationship to other Deja Vu terms, the kind of things you should have at least a basic idea of from the introductory video that you watched and the notes that you took in your spiral. That is where you should go to study. When I look at your answer, I will assess it or grade it based on this. A 0 is no evidence of even basic knowledge. You put down that the legislative branch enforces the laws. That would be a 0. A 1 is some evidence of basic knowledge. You at least know maybe 1 or 2 of the clues and you didn't make major mistakes. A 2 is clear evidence of some understanding. So now you're putting things together in a way that I say, okay, at least you understand basic parts of the legislative branch. And the 3 and the 4 is some evidence of full understanding or clear evidence of full understanding. If you don't get into examples and relationship to other Deja Vu terms, you really can't show me that you fully understand it. That's what I'm shooting for. If you think of your grade, if you do very well on the quiz, you get a perfect 4 out of 4. You even get the extra credit on there for 100%, 4.4. And if you can get a 2 out of 4 on the assessment, those two will average out to a B+. You'll have a fairly low score in the assessment, a great score in the quiz, and you'll have a B+ going for the class. If you do poorly on the quiz and poorly on the assessment, you will have a very low grade. If you could do really well on both of them, you would have a very good grade. So I've kind of told you about the first question, about how it'll be assessed. Question 2 says, tell me as much as you can about the 14th Amendment. Again, clues, quotes, image, background, examples, same sort of thing, same type of assessment. And so what you really need to know, if you get Form A, you're dealing with the legislative branch and the 14th Amendment. If you get Form B is going to ask you about the executive branch and the 19th Amendment. And if you get Form C, it will ask you about the judicial branch and the Constitution itself. And so you will get one of these 3 randomly given to you at the time of the assessment. There's the questions. You kind of know what to prepare for. You will definitely have to write about one of the branches, and then you'll also write about either the 14th, the 19th, or the Constitution. If you have questions about this, please let me know. Early on in the year, this is the format we will use for our assessments, and then somewhere probably in the second quarter, we'll shift to a different format that involves less writing. But at this point, you want to come in ready to write as much as you can in the time provided about the topic. And I would say you'll probably have about 15 minutes. It won't be any notes or anything. It'll just be what do you know about the topic.